might frustrate you a little bit and teach you through some techniques that will help you manage your emotions a little bit better on the golf course.
Okay.
So that's one thing that can kind of make our scores skyrocket. Like if we get into a situation we may miss a putt or something, it might frustrate us, and then we may go on to the next hole and make a bad decision.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've experienced that on the golf course. I have too. So what we're going to go through today is just like I said, an exercise, kind of get you in the right mindset, and then I'm going to walk you through kind of some game management skills on how to like manage those emotions and that sort of thing. Okay?
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Okay. So
I have a bad temper on the golf course.
do you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll try to work on that.
Okay.
So first off, we want you to just kind of be in a relaxed state of mind. So if you could just like close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, kind of get into a relaxed state. And try to imagine yourself on a golf course, preferably somewhere that you know pretty well. Like I know you spend quite a bit of time at Lady Bird.
Okay.
So try to get yourself in that spot. And then what I want you to do now is to think of a situation that you might come across on the golf course where you either become like nervous, you might tense up, you might get frustrated maybe,
I got it.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
I got
Okay,
it.
what's the situation?
Situation is the tee box number 16 at Lady Bird, where it's that par 3. It's actually a longer par 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we have that river, that like
That
to
lake
the
on the
right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have that short bunker in front of the green and that big bunker along behind the green. And you have that big old tree right there.
Yeah.
Right on the left side of the green. And they always put that pin on the left side of the green, right under that tree, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So you're on that tee box.
I'm on the tee
What
box.
kind of emotions are you feeling?
Well, with this, it's like I'm always in between clubs. Like, I don't know if I should hit my 4 hybrid or if I should just hit my 5 iron. I always tend to go with my 4 hybrid because I hit it better. But just nerves, man.
Yeah, so you're nervous. So you can feel the emotions.
It's just because either way, if you're not on the green or on this hole, you're gonna bogey it or double. Nowhere around that, off the green around there is gonna be easy up and down.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take that a step further. When's the time? Have you hit in that water before on the right?
I have many times.
Okay. So let's go ahead and put you in that situation. You just hit in the water. Okay. Now, what kind of emotions are you going through?
I'm pretty thick.
Yeah.
Either I'm staying on the tee box saying, well, do I act like that didn't happen and just put another one, or play it right and go to the drop zone?
Mm-hmm.
Drop zone sucks because it's always wet and muddy. And so I usually hit another ball off.
Yeah. Good. All right. So you're in that spot. You're thinking about all these different things, like where should I drop? What should I do?
Absolutely.
Those sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, when you're in that situation, let's try to think of what their next shot's going to be. Right? So let's focus on our execution of the next shot.
So my next shot as in hitting off the tee box now?
Yeah. So instead of thinking like all these other different things, of stuff that really you can't control that much, like what you can control is like your emotions and what you can do on the next swing to make sure that doesn't happen anymore. So instead of like focusing on little things like you might be focusing on now, try to focus on maybe a swing thought or something that we worked on, something positive that you can kind of rely on to make a better swing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, so do that. Do you feel more confident over the ball?
On the second time around? Truthfully, no.
Okay.
This time I'm just aiming way more left.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So as we go through this process more, one thing that we can focus on is, like I said, focus on like the good swing thoughts that we were working on during our lessons. So instead of focusing on like, man, I just look like an idiot, I just put it in the water, like where should I go? Everybody's kind of looking at me. Like, there's no way I'm making a So where we may have made a 5 or a 6, if we can get that up and down, make a bogey, go to the next hole, you know, limit the damage that we run into on the golf course. That's one of those things that will help us lower the scores as well. So this mental image thing and mental practice is something that's kind of difficult to practice at the beginning.
Right.
But as you practice it more, your images in your head are going to become more visible and more controllable. And it's something that you can, like I said, take to the course, and it'll help you lower your scores. So,
So like, I mean, when you're talking me through this, you're just wanting me to just picture myself in a situation on the golf course, and then talk myself out of other, like,
yeah.
what? Like just talk myself through these situations in my
Yeah,
head?
so, yeah, like, talk yourself through the situation and, like, try to manage all the negativity kind of things that come about from, you know, not really knowing what to do, you know, after you hit in the water. You said you were thinking about, like, if you should play it, like, real or drop it, or, like, maybe aim left, or all these things, you know? So we need to, like, focus more on the swing thoughts.
Okay.
Something that we can work on.
Okay, that's cool.
But, have you ever done anything like that before?
No, I've never been like the type of guy that's gonna sit down and like just think about holes on the golf course that I play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, I feel like that could help.
Yeah.
Especially with my temper. Because then when I do get in that situation, I feel like I know what to do and I'll be calmer.
Yeah.
Because like you asked me, like, do you feel more comfortable over the ball the second time? And 99% of the time I don't. So, yeah, it's just like most times I just like in my backswing on my second shot, I'm like, don't go in the water, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because then I'll lose it.
We get more comfortable in situations that we've been in before.
Right.
So, like, those guys on tour and everything, when they have a putt to win, like a Masters or something, or maybe, like, to win a big championship, they've done it before, so they can kind of, like, translate it into bigger and bigger things. Whenever we get into situations on the golf course that we haven't been in before, we kind of get a little nervous. Or if we get into a situation where we've messed up in the past, we may get nervous because we're going to repeat that same mistake. So this mental practice thing is kind of a way to put yourself in a situation, even though it's in your imagination, of a positive outcome. So you could go onto 16 at Lady Bird in your mind and hit a good shot, and then you practice it again and again, and then when you get up on the real thing, you've seen an image in your head of the positive outcome.
Right.
So you get more and more comfortable in the actual tee box and the actual course when you get out there. So that's kind of what the goal of the mental practice is to give yourself multiple, like, repetitive positive images in your mind. That way when you go to the actual course, hopefully those will kind of come to fruition.
It's crazy how much a mental game is the biggest part of like the physical of golf. You know, like, you gotta have just as strong as the mental game as good as your swing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Definitely. I mean, if you're on 16 and you're like, don't hit in the water, or like, man, I hit in the water the last 2 times I was there, you're probably gonna hit in the water. You know?
Yeah.
But if you can, like, man, I saw myself hitting the shot great, like, on the back of the green. Yeah, exactly. And then you do it once in real life, and then that's when you can start like relying on actual experience to like build the confidence that you want.
Right.
So, but it's easier to imagine yourself hitting a good shot.
Yeah, exactly.
So do go through the mental thing, mental imagery, mental practice. Like, watch yourself performing well at the golf skills and the shots, and then hopefully it'll translate to the course in the future. So
yeah, I mean that's kind of the plan, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes out of Lady Bird. I'm like, I could probably just lay in my bed and think of all night.
Definitely.
And want to hit great shots.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, it was always on the first tee, and I would always, like, I didn't even know, like, before I knew what mental practice and stuff was, I would, like, mentally rehearse, like, the emotions I'm gonna feel. Like, I know I'm gonna be, like, I'm gonna be sweaty palms. I know I'm gonna be nervous. Like, all these things that I would prepare for it, and then I get on there during the day, and I would be nervous, but I was like, I've done this before.
Yeah, you're there.
It's okay.
Right on.
It's gonna be okay. So.
First tee where?
Oh, at any tournament.
Any tournament.
Yeah. Any tournament.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
No, man. Well, I appreciate that exercise.
Cool.
That's cool, man.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Hope it'll work for you.
Oh, it will.
It will.
But, good deal.